If you sell a complex service or maybe a big ticket product, should you reveal your rates and prices on your website? Now, this was a question that I posted in our Facebook group earlier this week, and the responses were very mixed. Me, I don't publish all my rates. Let me explain why. So when it comes to sharing your rates and your prices, there are two trains of thought. First, you hold back and exploit a prospect's curiosity and use that to start a conversation. Or second, you share your rates and avoid needing to have prospect conversations in the first place, or perhaps you get to have better prospect conversations with only people who know that they can afford you. Me, as I said before the introduction, we hold back most of the time. And that's our strategy because we do not want to become regarded as the cheapest option. And that is the biggest risk that you face when you share your rates up front. Now, you might not believe me, and if you don't, that's fine, but I want you to check out this video. This was filmed in 2012 and features Joshua Bell, one of the world's best concert violinists, and he's playing a $3.5 million violin in a New York subway. Over 1,000 people passed by Joshua Bell and only 7 people stopped to listen. Only one person recognized him. It would typically cost hundreds of dollars to see Bell play because this guy is among the best of the best in the world. Yet most people just shrugged and walked on by. Now you could be the best at what you do, the best of the best in the world, but how many people actually know that? Do future clients fully, properly understand the value that you offer? Do they know what sets you apart, what makes you different? Also, right now, are you getting paid what you're worth? And if someone asks you for a discount, do you firmly say, "Not on your Nelly," or do you sometimes cave in? Here's why we don't share our rates most of the time. When you post your rates online, you invariably attract price shoppers. Now, these are people that go online, run some searches, and they will go with the cheapest option. And that's perfectly fine for them, and it can be fine for you too, depending on your business model. On the screen right now is a Venn diagram. It's an overly simplistic representation of all the things that go through the mind of a prospect when they are thinking about hiring you, when they are checking out your product or service. And guess what? They all want it cheap, they all want quality, and they want you to do it fast. But that's rarely an option for anyone in any industry, now is it? Now, as a business owner, you can try to provide all three, or if you are smart, you'll pick just two and focus on those. These are sometimes called your competitive advantages, or at least they form part of the story that makes you different. So let's go back to my initial question. Should you share your rates on your website? Well, if you are selling something that's easy to understand, easy to do, and therefore cheap, lead with your rates. Avoid a conversation and focus on volume. If you sell something that's a little bit more complex, where it takes time to articulate your value, hold back. Give yourself some time to demonstrate why you aren't just another New York subway busker, but someone at the very tip top of your game. Or even better, why not have a mix of products and services? So I said earlier, we hold back most of the time. And I say that because we have a product mix. We have something called a product ecosystem. Some products are cheap, easy to understand, and don't require much effort from us, and they don't need a conversation either. Other products do need a conversation, but do you know what's better than that? It's having a low commitment product that has the conversation for you. But that's a conversation for another day. For now, here's a simple tactic for those people who have a complex service or a big ticket product who need to have conversations but don't want to be having conversations with time wasters and tire kickers and people who simply can't afford you. Simply add a diagnostic to your funnel. And what's that? A diagnostic? It's a mini survey that pre-qualifies leads, educates your prospects, and elevates anticipation before the meeting. And the next time that someone asks you, what are your rates? You can say, well, that depends on your needs. Just complete the simple diagnostic to diagnose your problems, and then I'll be able to let you know whether or not we can help. Is that a good idea? Most prospects will be relieved. So if you'd like some help mapping out a process that you can use to win better quality clients faster, check out the link that's underneath this video. It's a roadmap for managing the client process at the pointy end of the deal where the rubber hits the road and the deal gets done. And if you want me to produce more videos like this, 1, make sure that you like my video, and 2, don't forget to subscribe.